My name is Porter Falsetta. For my Genius Hour project this year, I sought after a method to predict more luck present in games where skill is not the main factor. A lot of these games, such as poker, have a system where depending on one hand versus the rest, a percentage is given out to represent the odds of winning the pot. My main focus for this project was to create something similar for a similar game. The game I chose was Uno. On the surface, Uno has a very similar structure. Each player is dealt 7 cards out of a 108 card deck, with one additional card being placed down as a starting point. From there, players have to match the centerpiece with either a corresponding number or suit, with the objective of getting their card count to 0. There are 4 suits amassing 76 number cards, ranging from 0 to 9, with there being 2 cards from every suit, excluding 0. The remaining 32 cards are split between these 24 action cards and 8 wild cards. Of the action cards, there is 2 of each of these cards per suit as well. 2 skip turn cards, 2 reverse order cards, and 2 draw 2 cards. These cards do not make any exception to how they are played. However, among the 8 wild cards, 4 of which are change color, and 4 of which are draw 4s, these cards can be played at any time. So, the question arises, how do you predict the outcome of an Uno turn? The formula I created follows the simple idea that every turn is played perfectly for each player. This is done through a program called AWS Machine Learning. I'm not very proficient in it, so I'll spare you the details on this one. What this machine learning does is sort out players' cards and find the best option. For example, if player 1 uses a blue 4 card, and player 2 has this hand, the program will be able to identify and recognize that the best option for success is to play the red card, as assuming the color doesn't change, they'll be able to get rid of 2 cards before identifying what their next play might be. Assuming the player has a hand like this, the formula does one of 2 things. Either analyzing the drop-off pile determines where the deck is more likely for you to draw a better suit, or, if the odds are even, it simply plays a higher value card, 9 being the highest, and draw 4 being the lowest, as this is your most valuable card. From there, the process is all calculated in accordance with the cards that remain in the deck, and the correspondence of your opponent's best play option. Through running a ton of variables and different processes, this one turned out with an accuracy of 76% correction out of 25 matches. Only 6 of them did it fail to recognize who would win. I found the hardest problem to sort out was when the formula had to deal with draw 2 and draw 4 cards, as that's to change the variable of success based on projected draws from the deck. While this formula cannot guarantee success, it creates a surefire way to tell who's ahead. Just because a player has 1 card doesn't mean something like this.
Reverse to me, wild.
Wait, I gotta lay
reverse
down
back
mine.
to me, skip a card, draw 4, and skip your turn again, changing it to blue. We're going to reverse to me one final time. We're going to skip your turn, and maybe I'm going to change it this time to red. You're going to draw 2, and then you'll draw 2 again. We'll reverse to me one last time. You can draw 4 because that's Uno, and I'm wild and out.
Can't happen. Here I've created a simple scenario where I used the formula to predict the outcome of the end of a fake game. I will narrate this and walk through the steps of how the formula works, as well as highlighting the key factors that the machine learning uses in order to determine what the best play would be. Player 2 just threw down the red 4. This guy, so it's going to go in the order of player... Oh, I put 4 in his name. You're player 3. Okay. So, we got a red 4, 26 cards in the pile, including the red 4. We're going to be putting player 3, and we're going to be taking him. He's going to play his own red 9 in accordance with the formula. So now we got the red 9 right on top. That's 27 cards there. If we count these, we're going to be having 64 cards left in this deck. This 64 is important because, say, someone really needs a card that there's 8 of in the deck. Say no one somehow pulled a 6. Say no one's had a 6 the entire game. A 6 has never been played down. First 6 is played down, they need a 6. They have a 1 in 8 chance of pulling that 6. So there's 8 6s in the deck, 1 in 8 chance. That gives you the percentage of success here, right? This next player is going to go. They're going to play their red reverse. 27 cards in the deck. Go back to my friend here. He's going to play an 8. 28 cards. He's going to play a 3. That's going to be 29 cards. There's going to be percentages above all of these players to kind of show what the machine learning process is when I put these numbers in this scenario. This guy here, he's going to play the skip. And it's going to skip this player. Now it goes to him. And this player makes a decision, instead of using the yellow skip, play the red 4. So when he plays the red 4, this red 4 getting played right here. Sorry, I didn't mention this when I was recording this. I've been working on this all day. When this red 4 gets played here instead of the skip, this is because this is the best possible option for this player to win. That's what the machine learning process is. So this red 4 getting played is better, because if he played the skip, the yellow skip, would have not been as good for him as it could have been. So the red 4 getting played was the best play for this player, and it works for this one because of the values, and that's how the values work. So just a side note there. This player, it's supposed to be a +2, sorry. This player plays the red +2, and this player is able to stack his on top, changing the color to blue. This player gets 2 added and skips their turn. Now this player, he plays a 3. Going to this player, sorry. Blue 3, I'm going to put that on top right here. And this player is able to play a +2. This player gets 2 added. This is gone. Another +2 cards. Say this player has whatever cards, right? It doesn't really matter. Say they play another +2 over here. They drew a +2 and they're getting a thing. This player skipped. This player has a +4. The formula saves this +4 as a win condition. Since you can play this card on any scenario, it saves this +4, letting player 2 win.